Children, please clap for them. Next, Group 4 present the wonderful result of course by L. Franpa. Please welcome Midun, Veda Saishri, Nitya and Lohiत.
Good morning, respected principal sir, honorable judges, teachers, in-charges, and my dear friends. We are from class 3D and Midun, and here are my teammates, Veda, Nitya, and Elohi. We are going to give a preview on the wonderful wizard of Oz. I am going to talk about the author. Frank Baum was an American writer. He is famous for writing children's stories like Wonderful Wizard of Oz. He loved his imagination and magic in his stories. His books teach children to be brave, kind, and confident. Next, my friend Veda is going to talk about characters. Main characters in the story: Dorothy, Toto, Scarecrow, Tim, and the Cowardly Lion, the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Next, my friend Nitya is talking about summary of the story. Summary of the story. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is a magical story about a young girl named Dorothy who lives in Kansas. One day, a strong cyclone carries her and her dog Toto to a strange and beautiful land called Oz. Dorothy wants to return home, so she started her journey to meet the Wizard of Oz, who can help her. On her way, she meets three friends: Scarecrow, who wants a brain; Tin Man, who wants a heart; and the Cowardly Lion, who wants a courage. Together, they face many adventures and help each other. In the end, they learn that they already had what they were looking for. Next, my friend will talk about moral of the story. Thank you. Moral of the story: believe in yourself, true courage, kindness and intelligence come from within. Home and family are very important. Thank you.
Thank you, dear book reviewers. Very good. Well done. Wonderful effort from your children. Last grade 3, Group 5 present The Company of Ghosts by Ed Blyton. Let us welcome them with applause. The book reviewers are Shanti, Sharwani, Krishan Yadav, and Manjit.
Good morning, respected principals, sir, honorable judges, in-charges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Shanvi of class 3B, and here are my teammates, Sharwani, Rishan, and Manjit. We are going to give a preview on The Company of Ghosts. I am going to talk about Anne Blyton. Anne Blyton was a famous British author. She wrote many adventures and mysteries stories for children. Her books are easy to read and very interesting. The Company of Ghosts is an adventure and mystery story. It is exciting and keeps the readers curious till the end. Thank you. Next, my friend is going to talk about characters. Characters of the story: a group of brave children, the fake horse thieves. Next, my friend is going to talk about summary. The story is about a group of children who go on a holiday to a seaside place. They stay near an old house which is believed to be haunted by ghosts. Many people are afraid to go near the place because strange things happen there at night. The children are brave and curious, so they decided to find out the truth behind the ghosts. They explore the house carefully and observe many clues. Finally, they discovered that the ghosts are not real. Some thieves were pretending to be ghosts. The children informed the adults and helped catch the criminals. Now my friend Manjit will talk about the moral of the story. Moral of the story: we teamwork, and intelligence help us overcome fear and solve problems. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. That was really a fantastic presentation. How many of you would love to be in the company of ghosts? Will you raise your hand? All of you love to be? No one is scared? Standing here, I was getting scared, thinking what's going to be the next outcome. I was literally trembling, thinking of the ghost coming, what am I going to do? So none of you are scared? Very good, that's perfect. So now we thank you all, dear children of grades 3A and 3B. We have traveled through magical worlds, met inspiring characters and learned moral values. Did you all learn something from these stories? Yes? So will you all start reading books? How many of you will go to the library and refer a book? That's great. I'm going to ask Girija ma'am that if these students are coming to the library and referring books. Shall I ask? From Monday onwards. Okay? Good job. Hands down. Thank you, dear students. Ma'am, can we move to grade 4 with your permission? So grade 4, we are having a tough competition with grade 3. Are you all ready? Okay, so 3 class for grade 4. Boost their energy, they should come here vibrant. Yeah? So all cheers to all of you. Perform well, be confident. God bless. Let us now move on to our confident speakers from grade 4. We are ready to impress us with their wonderful book reviews. Please welcome our first group from grade 4A, group 1, who will present the review on The Wise Mother by Sudha Murthy. Let us welcome them with a clap, clap, clap.
Good morning, good morning to everyone, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I'm standing before you to speak a few lines about an Indian engineering teacher, author, and the philosopher, Sudha Murthy. Sudha Murthy born on 19th August in 1950 in Chicago, Mysore State. L.R. Narayana Murthy, she is hardworking and determined to succeed in her studies. She got the best teacher award in 1995. She is best known for her social work and her contribution to literature in Kannada and English. Some of her popular works in English include The Bird with Golden Wings, Something Happened on the Way to Heaven, How I Taught My Grandmother to Read. She won the Padma Shri Award and obtained a doctorate for her publication. Sudha Murthy is an inspiration to millions who want to grow their future and make it big in life. She has established a number of orphanages. Her passion for helping mankind, especially the poor in India, brought out the writer in her, and she published number of books expressing her views and charities and hospitalities of success. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Suniti to introduce the character of the story. Thank you. Now I am Suniti, stand before you to introduce the characters of the story. The Wise Mother by Sudha Murthy. It's a beautiful story of mother and son. The main characters of the story are the maiden, a poor woman who lived with her little son named Jacob. Maiden was kind and generous woman, but Jacob was just opposite. He was proud and selfish. He would neither share his toys with other children or not talk with anyone. So she decided to take him nearby where he can see things, learn practically. Now hand over the next part to my friend Niveda to narrate the story. I'm Niveda standing before you to narrate the story. The Wise Mother. Mary was a gentle and wise mother who lived with a little boy in a small village. One day her son became upset because the seeds he planted in the garden were not growing. Maybe we should throw them away, he said. Miriam smiled and shook her head. Good things take time. You must water them every day, remove the weeds and wait patiently. The boy listened. Every morning he watered the seeds, even when nothing seems to happen. Weeks passed. Finally, tiny green shoots pushed through the soil. The boys are shone with joy. See, said Miriam, patience and perseverance make small things grow. Just like these plants, your dreams will grow if you care for them. From that day on, the boy learned to wait, work hard, and believe in the result. Thank you. Now my friend Revanshi narrated the moral of the story. I am Revanshi. I am standing before you to tell about the moral of the story. The wise mother. Patience and perseverance. Good things take time and success comes when we keep trying without giving up. Parents, patience. Waiting only for results instead of rushing. Perseverance. Working hard and not quitting instead of rushing. Hope. Believing that efforts will be rewarded. Guidance from elders. Listening that wise advice can be help us succeed. Thank you. Thank you for listening to our story.
Thank you, dear students. Patience is the mother of all virtues. So that was very wonderful. We move on to the next group now, group 2. How many of you would love to visit a chocolate factory? You all are in for everything? Oh, good. So now, group 2 will journey us to the most loved book by all children and adults as well, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. Let us welcome them with excitement and eagerness to know more. Our book reviewers are Simon Reddy,
respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am standing for you to speak a few lines about Ronaldo. Ronaldo was a famous short story writer who became one of the most successful and beloved children's writers. He born in Wales of Norwegian parents. He attended a grade school but never went to university, opting to go about Virtual Organic Institute. He worked there for a few years but when the World War II started, he joined the RAF while assistant in air achievement. He began writing it after the World War became his lifelong vacation. He wrote 2 novels, 2 autobiographies, and 19 children's books and many short story collections. He died of leukemia in 1990. Now I hand over this part to my friend Shanvi to introduce about the characters of the story Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now I like to explain the character of the story. Charlie Bucket, a kind, humble and honest man who lives in the poverty with his family. He respects goodness and integrity. Willy Wonka, the eccentric mistress owner of the chocolate factory, a genius inventor with a flair from creative. Augustus Room, a glutinous boy observed with food. a spotlight demanding girl used to get her violin. A competitive girl chewing girl who discussed night TV. A boy observed with television and reacts. Umpires on a tiny box in Mocha's factory who sits more or less after one time. Thank you. Never hand over the next part of the chapter to summarize the story. Thank you. Thank you, Sanvi. The Charlie and the Chocolate Factory story. Charlie Bucket was a poor boy who lived with his parents and his 4 grandparents in a small wooden house. They were so poor that they couldn't afford one chocolate bar in a year of Charlie's birthday. One day, Willy Wonka, the owner of the most wonderful chocolate factory in the world, announced a contest. 5 golden tickets are hidden inside the chocolate bars. The lucky winners would get into tour and receive the lifetime of supply of chocolates. Charlie's family couldn't buy much chocolates, but one day he found some money on the street and bought a bar. Inside was the last golden ticket. Charlie invited his grandpa to join him on the adventure. Inside they met other winners like Lady Augustus Globe, Slotwell Castle, Gum Chewing Violet, and TV Opera TV. The factory was full of amazing rooms and a chocolate river, everlasting lobsters, candy flowers, and more. And more. One by one, the naughty children got into trouble. In the end, William revived the surprise. He wanted Charlie to take over the factory when he grew up. Charlie and his family lived happily, even after surrounded by chocolates and love. Thank you. Now, my friend, this will continue the moral of the story. Thank you, Shobana. This is the study patience, humility, and goodness, which ultimately lead him to inherit the Yoko's chocolate factory. In contact with the other children, who is greed and impatience, resulted in the downfall, reinforcing the values of victory and self-control, which were nice. Good behavior and values are rewarded by bad traits like greedy, selfishness, and pride lead to consequences, family and love. Charlie's close relationship with his family highlights the importance of kindness and support. Thank you.
Thank you, dear young readers. That was a wonderful presentation. The last golden ticket was also called as the fifth golden ticket. So which ticket did Charlie win? The first ticket, second ticket, or the fifth ticket? Good. So now we move on to group 3 that will present The Cherry Tree by Ruskin Bond. Let's hear their thoughts on this book. The participants are Akshita, Srishtika, Sai Ankita, and Ratna Malika. Please clap for them, students.
Including novels, research, and story collections. Among his most well-known books are The Back of Beaches, A Heart of Earth, and No Wonder. His contributions to the literature have been recognized. Several British awards from the Indian government, such as Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan, and many more. I hand over the next part to my friend Srishtika to introduce the characters of the story The Cherry Tree. Thank you. Rakesh, a young boy who planted a cherry seed near his house, patient, caring, and curious, looked after the tree as it grows. Rakesh ran for the air. Wise and kind, encouraged Rakesh to take care of the cherry tree, sharing his knowledge about plants and nature. The cherry tree started as a small seed planted by Rakesh, faced many challenges like being eaten by a goat, cutting by a woman, and dry weather. Finally, grew a strong stem and produces beautiful pink flowers and cherries. The goat eats some of the leaves by the young cherry plant. The woman with the sickle accidentally cut the young cherry plant while cutting the grass. Thank you, my friend Ankita will continue. Thank you, Srishtika. Now I was going to tell about the story of the cherry tree. Rakesh was a small boy living in the Mysore hills. One day he ate some cherries. Instead of throwing the seed away, he decided to plant them in his garden. His grandfather saw and told him to take care of it. At first, it didn't seem to grow, but after the rains came, a small green shoot appeared. Rakesh was very happy. However, the visit passed to face many problems. A goat ate its leaves, a woman cut it by mistake, and the sun dried the soil. Still, Rakesh never gave. He waters the plants, looked after for years and years. Slowly, he grew taller and stronger. One spring morning, Rakesh saw pink blossoms on the tree. Later, some cherries began to grow. His grandfather saw and told him, "You plant the day. Now it's a tree. You watched it to grow, and now it will watch you to grow too. Rakesh was very proud and happy. Thank you, now my friend. Ratnamalika will continue the moral of the story. Thank you, Vikanna will tell the moral of the story, the celebration of life. It is not just a story about a boy and a tree. This is a celebration of life. Tranquility and beauty bond stories, telling activities, readers of all ages, inviting them to differ on their own connections with nature and world. And on them, thank you.
Thank you, dear students. Good job. Well done. Please clap for them. Now we have our next group. Group 4 will present The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde. The reviewers are Sai Tanmay, Nishita, Shamil Reddy and D. Nishika. Let us welcome them with a huge round of applause.
Good morning, sir. Respected judges, Indian charters, teachers, and my dear friends. I said the best time before you to speak few lines of Irish writer, Oscar Wilde. 1854, 19,000 was a famous writer of Ireland. He wrote plays, stories, poems that are still loved. While he was known for his clever jokes, funny saying, and colorful personality, he studied at Trinity College in Dublin and later at Oxford University. While he lived, arts of arts, meaning that art should be enjoyed for its beauty. Some of his famous works are The Picture of the The Importance of Being Understood, many short stories for children like The Happy Prince. Even though he faced many troubles in his life, while his writings are still enjoyed all over the world. His famous quote is, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." Now we'll hand over next part to my friend Nishika to introduce the characters of the story. Thank you. Thank you, Saitama. I wish there was time before you to introduce the characters of the story. The Happy Prince. A beautiful golden statue of a prince. A beautiful golden statue of a prince. When he was alive, he doesn't know what is the meaning of the sadness. Kind, caring, and generous, he wants to help others. The little swallow, a little bird which is flying to Egypt for the winter. At first, it wants to live quickly, but he stays to help the Happy Prince. Loyal, helpful, and loving, he wants to help us. The town's poor people. They are hungry, cold, and suffering to live. The Happy Prince and Little Swallow wants to help them by giving the gold and precious stones. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Shamil to narrate the story. Thank you. I shall stand before you to narrate the story, The Happy Prince. The Happy Prince. Once upon a time, in the middle of a city, there stood a tall statue of a Happy Prince. He was covered by thin coat and had two bright blue sapphire eyes and had a red ruby to his soul. People admired him every day, but no one knew how sad he was inside. When the Happy Prince was alive, he lived in a palace where everything was beautiful. He never saw sadness, but now as a statue high above the city, he could see many poor people who were hungry, sick, cold. So this made him cry. One day, a little swallow stopped to rest at the statue's feet on his way to a warm country. The Happy Prince asked, "Will you please give the red ruby from my sock to a poor woman who was sick?" The kind swallow agreed. Next day, the Happy Prince asked the swallow to give one of his sapphire eyes to a poor woman who was sick. Finally, he gave his other eye to a poor girl who had no shoes. Next, he gave off his coat from his body to the town's poor people. The little swallow stayed with the happy prince until the poor winter days come. It became weak and died at the statue's feet without any gold jewels. The statue became dull. So the town people pulled it down. But in heaven, God welcomed the happy prince and the little swallow for this kindness and love. And they lived happily there forever. Next, I hand over the next part to my friend Nishka to team and value thought by the story. Thank you. Hello, I am Nishka. The story teaches us the value of generosity. It reminds us that caring from those need makes the world a better place, and that loves and compassion are more precious than when gold or jewels. Thank you.
Good job. Keep trying, keep shining. Thank you, dear students. Next we have Group 2 who will present Annie of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. Let us welcome our presenters Akira, Salvi, Adya and Joelmi. Please welcome grade 4B, Group 1 presenting The Blue Umbrella by Ruskin Bond. Books are our best friends and here comes our readers to share their thoughts. Our readers are Gyandeep, Mahavir, Tishvika and Gagan.
Good morning, sir, respected teachers, and my dear friends. I, Myanadin, stand before you to speak a few lines about author Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond, India's one of most loved author, known as Writer of Hills. He had written many stories filled with simplicity, nature, humor, and kindness. His stories are inspired by the people, mountains, and everyday life around him. His writing is simple, making it warm and perfect for young readers. So, one of the stories written by him is The Blue Umbrella. Now, I hand over the next part to my friend Mahavir to introduce the characters of the story Blue Umbrella. Thank you. Thank you, Kennedy. I'm Mahavir, stand before you to introduce the characters of the story The Blue Umbrella. Binya, a sweet innocent little girl who is the owner of the beautiful blue umbrella. Ramanuja, a shopkeeper who becomes jealous of Binya's umbrella. Nandu, Ramanuja's helper at the shop. Villagers, the friendly people who admire the umbrella and observe the events. Now I'll hand over the next part to my friend Teshika to give a brief summary of the story The Blue Umbrella.
Thank you, Mahavir. I, Rishika, stand before you to narrate the story of The Blue Umbrella. Binya, a young girl living in a small hill village, is cheerful and full of life. One day, she meets a group of tourists who notice her a lucky leopard cloth in it and are so impressed that they give her a bright blue umbrella in exchange. Binya is overjoyed and carries the umbrella everywhere. The villagers who have never seen such a beautiful object admire the umbrella. But Ram Bharosa, the local shopkeeper, becomes very jealous. He wants the umbrella for himself and even asks his assistant Nandu to steal it. When the theft is discovered, the villagers are angry with Rambarosa. Despite all this, Binya shows a great kindness and maturity. Seeing Rambarosa's loneliness and regret, she decides to give him the umbrella, understanding it will make him happy. This simple act touches his heart deeply and gives Binya a small claw pendant in a return as a token of gratitude. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Gagan to tell the moral of the story.
Thank you, Jessica. I will stand before you to tell the moral of the story. The story teaches us that kindness is more powerful than anger or jealousy. When Binya gives away her beautiful umbrella, she shows that sharing brings more happiness than keeping things only for ourselves. It proves that material things, no matter how pretty, are not as important as having a pure heart. The story also reminds us that when we forgive others and help them become better, we make the world kinder and more peaceful. Binya's generosity turns Rambarasa from a jealousy shopkeeper into a thankful, honest man. This shows that one good action can inspire another, and kindness always comes back to us in surprising ways. Thank you.
Thank you, dear conference speakers. Now we have our next group 2, who will present the storybook Annie of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. Let us welcome Akira, Sanvi, Adya, and Joel B. Let us clap for the children. Clap, clap, clap.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am stand for you to speak a few lines about the author, L.M. Montgomery. L.M. Montgomery was a Canadian author famous for writing heartwarming stories about children, nature, and family life. Her books often explore themes of friendship, imagination, courage, and kindness. She is best known for the idea of Green Gables, series which has been loved by the children around the world over a century. Thank you. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Sandy to tell the characters of the story.
Thank you, Akira. I stand before you to introduce the characters of the story, Anna of Green Gables. Anna Shirley, an imaginative, talkative, spirited orphan girl with red hair. She is the main character of the story who brings life and colors wherever she goes. Marilla's brother. Marilla's gentle and soft-spoken brother who instantly becomes fond of Anna. Diana Barry, Anna's best friend, kind and loyal. Gilbert, a smart and friendly boy in school who initially teases Anna but later becomes her friend. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Adya to tell the brief summary of Anna of Green Gables series. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy. I stand before you to tell the summary of the story Anna of Green Gables. Anna Shirley, a lively and imaginative orphan, had mistakenly sent to Green Gables to live with Marilla and Matthew, who had actually requested a boy to help on their farm. Despite the misunderstanding, Anna charm, imagination, and energy win the hearts of Matthew and gradually Marilla. Anna faces challenges in school and the village because of her red hair, fairy temper, and talkative nature. She also makes mistakes, but her honesty, courage, and imagination help her grow. Through her adventures playing with her friends, striving to excel in school, Anna ventures with a truthful, caring, and determined good. She learns the value of hard work, kindness, and friendship, while also impressing others with her optimism and courage. Now I hand over the next part to my friend.
Thank you, Adya. I will stand before you to tell the moral of the story. Anna of Green Gables. Imagination and positivity can overcome difficulties. Imagination and positivity, kindness, patience, and understanding help build strong relationships and friendships. Mistakes are part of our life, but honesty and learning from them make us better people. Courage and determination helps us to achieve goals no matter the obstacles. Love and family are more important than the material things. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. Beautiful presentation. Now we move to Group 3, who will present Matilda by Roald Dahl. Readers, our leaders, and our reviewers are Chaya Kui, Anvishri, Reshita, Joy, Yanadeep, Srinivas. Let us welcome our young readers with loud cheers. Clap.
Good morning, respected sir, judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I stand before you to speak a few lines about the author, Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl was a famous British writer known for creating fun, magical, and imaginative stories for children. Before becoming a writer, he worked as a pilot in Royal Air Force during World War II. Roald Dahl wrote many popular books such as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. His stories are loved because they are funny, creative, and filled with surprising twists. He believed that children should enjoy reading, so he used simple language and exciting characters. Now his books are still read and enjoyed all over the world. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Hamish to introduce the characters of the story Matilda.
Thank you, Chan. I stand before you to tell the character of the story, Matilda. Matilda, the hero of the story, a very intelligent and kind little girl, loves reading books and learning new things. Miss Honey, the headmistress Matilda's class teacher, gentle, caring and understands Matilda's talents. Miss Textbook, the headmistress of the school, very strict, cruel and unfair. Scare students and give them harsh punishments. Mr. and Mrs. Rambu, Matilda's parents, they do not understand or appreciate Matilda. Prefer watching TV instead of reading books. Thank you. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Mr. Joy to tell the brief summary of the story Matilda. Thank you, Hamish. I just stand before you. Thank you, Hamish. I just stand before you to introduce the story. Matilda humble was a very small girl, but she had a very big brain. She learned to read when she was 3 years old. While other children played with toys, Matilda loved reading books. She went to the library by herself and finished every children's book. They soon started reading famous classic books meant for adults. But Matilda's parents never noticed how special she was. Her father, Mr. Bumble, sold old cards in a very cheating way. Her mother, Mrs. Bumble, only cared about playing and watching TV. They never patience, instead they shouted at her. This made Matilda very sad. When Matilda turned 5, she joined school. Her teacher was Miss Sally, a very gentle, sweet and kind woman. Miss Sally immediately saw that Matilda was brilliant. She could read big difficult books and do big math problems in seconds. But Miss Tunstall was the opposite of Miss Honey. She hated children and punishing them for small mistakes. When Matilda was very angry, she discovered she had a special power. She could move things with her hand. She practiced at home and could move pencils, knock over the glasses, and even write on chalkboards or read her thoughts. Miss Matilda asked to stay with Miss Honey. Surprisingly, her parents agreed without thinking, and the two of them lived happily in a warm and loving home. Now, I hand over the next part to my friend Renee to introduce the moral of the story. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. I will stand before you to tell about the moral of the story. Matilda, believe in yourself. No matter how small you can do many great things if you're confident and brave. Knowledge is power. Reading books and learning new things can make you smarter and help you to solve problems. Be kind to others. Kindness, like my son, is always wins over reality and meanness. Stand up against wrong. Matilda teaches us that we should not be afraid about to speak up when something is unfair. Goodness wins in the end. Even though Matilda faces many difficulties, her goodness and intelligence help her to find happy life. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. That was fantastic. Now, moving on to the final group, we have group 4 presenting the review on Black Beauty by Alice Weaver. Let us welcome them with a warm cheer. And our participants are Shika V, Rishik Nandan, Shriya Reddy, and Tanya.
Good morning, sir, judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I, Virishka, stand before you to speak a few lines about the author of the story Black Beauty. Anna Sewell was an English writer, best known for her famous book Black Beauty. She was born in England and loved horses very much and believed they should always be treated with kindness. She loved Black Beauty to teach people for care of animals and never be cruel to them. Sadly, Anna was sick for much for her life and couldn't walk properly, so she often used horse, dog carriages, and she finished writing Black Beauty in 1877, and it became one of the most famous book and a loved book in the world. Thank you. Now I hand over the next part to my friend Rishik Nandan to tell the main characters of the story.
Thank you, Rishika. I, Rishika, stand for you to tell about characters of the story. Black Beauty, the main characters and characters. Gentle, strong, and noble horse teaches kindness and patience. Children, a horse who became Black Beauty friends had a difficult life which made her angry and scared. John Mary Lace, a small, kind pony, loved children and well behavior. John Manley, a good groom who take care of horse, patient, responsible, and kind. Thank you. I hand over the next part to my friend Srihan to tell about summary of the story, Black Beauty.
Thank you, Rishik. I shall stand before you to tell the brief summary of the story, Black Beauty. Black Beauty is a story of a beautiful horse who tells us his own life. He starts his life on a farm with a kind master who treats him with love and care. Beauty was friendly, gentle, and hardworking. Later, Black Beauty is sold to a different owner. Some of them are kind, but some of them are cruel. He faces many hardships, overwork, good treatment, and difficult situations. Depending on this, Black Beauty remained brave, loyal, and patient. One day, Black Beauty is sold to Jerry Baker, a good-hearted cab driver who treats him with love and respect. But Jerry got sick. And Black Beauty is sold to one another. His next owner was cruel and careless. Beauty became thin, tired, and weak. He seemed he will never find happiness again. Finally, Black Beauty is sold to a kind woman who recognized him from the big path. She remembered the gentle horse once she knew. She took him to the countryside where she gave him good rest, good food, and soft grass to walk on. After many struggles, Black Beauty is finally sold to a kind family who takes good care. He ends his life in peace and happiness. Thank you. Now I hand over to the next part to my friend Tanvir, who will tell the moral of the story.
Thank you, Shreya. I, Tanvir, stand before you to tell moral of the story, Black Beauty. Treat animals with kindness. They have feelings just like humans. Kindness and patience make world better. Purity leads suffering. Everyone deserves respect, whether humans or animals. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students, for that wonderful presentation. Now let us clap for our participants. Each one of you has done an excellent job. Your confidence and effort has made us proud. Now I request our judges to kindly give their reviews on our young reviewers.
I can only say that I am awestruck looking at the presentation of these children. They are so small, but they get to speak so much and they get to learn so much. You guys are all fortunate to have libraries at your school and to be able to give reviews of these books. In our childhood, we never got to do all this. So use all the resources that are available in the school as much as possible. Spend time. We all have best friends, right? Do you all have best friends? Yes. So one best friend that you must have is a book. Okay? Start reading story books and since anyways you are going to get summer vacation, read a lot of books.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So congratulations to all the participants. Your participation is greatly appreciated. You are all amazing readers and confident speakers. Keep reading, keep learning, and keep shining. Remember, every book you read adds a new chapter to your own story. Thank you to our respected principal, in charges, teachers, and dear students for making this event a grand success. Have a wonderful day. God bless us all. Thank you.
Only those participants. Third class participants and third class participants.
Soft rabbit who is given to a little boy. The boy loves the rabbit very much and they play together every day because the boy loves him. The rabbit feels alive. One day the rabbit becomes old and burn out. A magic fairy turns the rabbit into a real rabbit so he can hop and play in the meadow. Now my friends Sian will tell us the moral of the story. Thank you. Good morning everyone. The moral of the story is love and friendship can make someone special. Being loved can make us feel real and happy. This story teaches us kindness, care, and the power of love. Thank you all for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. That was lovely. Well done. Our next group will present The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. The participants are Adya Verma, Jatin Yadav, Taruni G, Preetham Gaur. Let us encourage the team as they take on as a wonderful journey through their chosen journey.
Good morning, respected principal sir, in charges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Adivana of class 3A. Today, we are going to represent a book review on The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn. The author of the story is Mark Twain. He is a famous English writer. He wrote interesting stories for children. Now, my friend Jatin Yadav will tell us about the title and characters. Thank you. Morning everyone. The title of the story is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. It is an adventure story. The main character of the story is Huckleberry Finn. Other characters are Jim and Tom Sawyer. Now my friend Tony will tell us the story summary. Thank you.
Morning everyone. Huckleberry Finn is a young boy who loves adventure. He travels on a river with his friends Jim. They face many problems together. Huck learns to be kind and honest. He helps his friends and does the right thing. Now my friend Preetham will tell us the moral of the story. Thank you.
Morning everyone. My name is Preetham. Moral of the story. Be kind, honest, and help your friends. This story features the value of friendship. Huckleberry Finn. Fascinating, interesting story for children. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you to our book reviewers. Now, group 4 will present their review on the story The Little Match Girl. by Hans Christian Andersen. The participants are Ashira Merlin, Jaden Steve Marcus, Anya C.H., Roshan B. Please welcome them and cheer them on.
Good morning, respected principal, judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Ashira Merlin of class 3A. We are going to present a book review on The Little Mad Girl. The author of the story is Hans Christian Andersen. He was a famous writer of children's stories. He wrote many stories that teaches us kindness and love. Now my friend Jaden will tell us about the title and characters. Thank you. Good morning everyone. The title of the story is The Little Mad Girl. It is a sad but meaningful story. The main characters is a poor little girl who sells the matches. The other characters are her grandmother and the people she meets in her wilderness. Now my friend Anya will tell us the summary. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning everyone. The story is about a poor Good morning everyone. The story is about a old little girl who has no home and good clothes. She likes the matches to keep herself warm. When she lights the matches, she sees happy visions like her mom's stuff, a delicious meal, a Christmas tree, and her lovely grandmother. Even though she is very tired and cold, she dreams of happiness. In the end, she dies hunger, but she's finally happy with her grandmother in heaven. Now my friend Roshan will tell us the moral of the story. Thank you. Good morning everyone. Moral of the story. We should be kind and help the poor, needy people. Small answer of love, care, kind. Be happiness of love. These stories teach us about love, kindness, and comprehension. Thank you all for listening. Thank you.
That was beautifully presented. Thank you, dear students. Now it's time for our final group, Group 5. We present Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kelly. The presenters are Pranita, Ayan, Riddhi, Nitish. Let us give them a loud cheer. Children, please clap for them.
Good morning, respected principal, honorable judges, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Pranita. Today we are going to present a book review on Diary of a Wimpy Kid. The author of this book is Jeff Kelly. He is a famous writer of children's books. He writes funny stories for kids. Now my friend Hayan will tell us about the title and characters. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. The title of the book is The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It is a funny story. The main characters of the story is Greg Heffley. Other characters are Rolly and Red's family members. Now my friend Riddhi will tell us about the story summary. Thank you. Good morning everyone. The story is about a boy named Greg Heffley. Greg is a school-going boy who writes about his life in a diary. He shares his daily school experience, family life, and family problems. Greg wants to be a popular at school, but many things go wrong. He makes mistakes, gets into trouble, and some things feels embarrassed. His best friend Royal often helps him. The book is full of cartoons and pictures which make the story enjoyable through his mistakes. Greg learns small lessons about honesty, friendship, and responsibility. This story is funny and interesting, and children can easily connect.
with great slides. Now my friend Nitish will tell us the moral of the story. Thank you. Good morning everyone. Moral of the story is learn from your mistake and be honest. This book is funny and interesting for children. And I offer making it is enjoyable to read. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you, the students. Wonderful presentation, welcome. Let us now continue with grade 3B. Please welcome grade 3B group 1 presenting Friends Behind Walls by Harshika Udasi. The reviewers are Radhiram, Ritvika, Nishika and Rohit. Let us give them a big round of applause.
Good morning, respected principal sir, honorable judges, in-charges, teachers, and my dear friends. We are from class 3B. I am Rina, and here are my teammates, Ritvika, Shika, Rohit. I am going to talk about book review on Friends Behind Books. We are giving book review author Harshika Udasi. Harshika Udasi is an Indian children author and journalist. She also writes fun and meaningful stories for young readers. She has written like Kittu's Very Mad Day and Friends Behind Books. She also runs a reading club called Turtles Club. Next, my friend is going to talk about characters. Characters in the story. Characters in the story. Uti, the protagonist who arrives from vacation. Indo, Utti's neighbor and friend is Om Namaha, a colony resident, Dr. Somuki, another character in the colony. Next, my friend is going to tell about summary of the story. Summary of the story. Utti comes to Deolali to spend his vacation and wants to be friend with his neighbors. Indo, however, their parents do not allow them to talk to each other. Curious to know the reason, Utti and Indo started finding the clues and meeting different people in the colony. Through this investigation and interaction with the parents had an old misunderstanding behind them. The children showed maturity, well their ears, helping others, understanding each other again, and bringing friendship back to our neighborhood. Next, my friend is going to talk about the central message of the story. Central message of the story. The central message of the story, Friends Behind Books, profound that simple friendship, understanding, and open communication can solve problems. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. That was very interesting. Next, group 2 will present Getting Granny's Glasses by Ruskin Bond. The participants are Akshara, Vanshika, Monish, and Lasiri. Please welcome them warmly.
Good morning, respected principal sir, honorable judges, in-charges, teachers, and my dear friends. We are from class 3B. I am Akshara, and here are my teammates, Vanshika, Monish, Lasiri. We are going to give a review on Getting Granny's Glasses. I am going to talk about Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a famous Indian author who writes beautiful stories for children. He was born in Himachal Pradesh and has written many books about nature, family, and village life. Children love his simple and heart-touching stories. Now my friend Vanshika will talk about characters. Characters in the story. Rakesh, a caring and clever boy. Rakesh grandmother cannot see clearly. Grandfather helps Rakesh in getting new glasses. Operation, the man who makes spectacles. Now my friend Mohanish will talk about summary of the story. The story is about a boy named Rakesh and his granny getting old and her eyesight is becoming weak. Because she cannot see properly, she made funny mistakes like putting salt in her tea and calling a dog a cat. Rakesh and his grandfather
decided that Granny needed new glasses. The shop is so far away, so Rakesh goes along. The optician has to know Granny eyesight number. So Rakesh uses Granny knitting needles to show her problem. The optician understands and made the right glasses. Now my friend Asami will talk about more about the story.
Moral of the story: we must love and take care of our elders. Helping others gives happiness. Clever thinking can solve the problems. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. That was beautifully presented. A very good story. Class 3 and 4, I'll be asking you the most important story, the love story, by the end of this program. So please be attentive. Now, group 3, Benny, Rutika, Yashwant, and Manaswin. We present Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Let us welcome them with a magical round of applause.
Good morning, respected principal sir, honorable judges, in-charges, teachers, and my dear friends. We are from class 3B. I am Baby, and here are my teammates, Rutika, Yashwant, and Manaswini. We are going to give a review on Harry Potter. I am going to talk about the author, J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is a British author. She is famous for writing the Harry Potter series. Her stories are loved by children and adults all over the world. Next, my friend is going to talk about characters.
Main characters in the story: Harry Potter, a brave young wizard, Hermione,
Making wise choices takes religion. You.
Thank you, dear students. That was Now moving on to group 2, they will give a review on the story The Velveteen Rabbit by Marjorie Williams. The participants are Arvind Priyansh, Shamish Ram, Ruthvik M, and Sian Anthony. Please put your hands together and welcome them.
Good morning, respected sir, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Advik. Today we are going to represent a group review of The Velveteen Rabbit. The author of the story is Margaret Williams. She was a famous writer of children's stories. She wrote stories that teach us about love, friendship, and kindness. Now my friend Shamish will tell us about title and the characters. Thank you. Good morning everyone. The title of the story is The Velveteen Rabbit. It is a heartwarming and magical story. The main character is the softy toy rabbit who wants to become real, and the other characters are the fairy and the little boy. Now my friend Ritvika will tell us the story summary. Thank you.